In 1911, near the town of Lüneburg, reporters from across Germany descended on the home of a local gamekeeper, Hermann Eberts, and his pretty daughter, Martha. The man claimed that his hunting dog, Dawn, could speak, and that he had a vocabulary of 9 words.
Hunger, gucken, haben.
Ist er so eine Art Superhund? Sollen wir spazieren gehen, Don?
Nein.
Germany was no stranger to the talking dog. The philosopher Leibniz heard one speak at a county fair in 1677. The unnamed dog remains a curious footnote, a fate that Don likely would have shared had he not been born during the heyday of music hall and vaudeville. Later that year, he debuted at the Winter Garden Music Hall in Berlin. Dawn was the pride of Germany. In 1912, he arrived in New York, a little seasick, for a series of sold-out shows at the Victoria Roof Garden Theatre. Prompted by pretty Martha, Dawn spoke loudly and clearly.
Hunger.
Within a year, Dawn was earning $1,500 a week, or $93 a word. He shared the bill with the man with a 17-foot beard, a Swiss yodeler, and 2 tap-dancing midgets. He met all the big names in entertainment: Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, and Harry Houdini. And he may or may not have rescued a drowning swimmer at Coney Island. When Dawn died in retirement in Lüneburg at the age of 12, Europe was on fire. Among the Great War's casualties was the very notion of human progress. The light of reason had been snuffed out, and scores of the demoralized and desperate embraced the irrational, even, occasionally, the absurd. These new animal psychologists claimed that every dog had both a spirit and a high level of intelligence. Other books followed, and the idea of the intelligent dog flourished among those on the fringes of science. In Rolf, a polymath Airedale from Mannheim, the theory found its most promising subject. Declared a superior intellect by the University of Stuttgart, Rolf tapped out fresh insights from the canine perspective. He thought women superior due to their elegant gowns and long hair. Defined autumn as a time when there are apples. And thought the crocodile was, simply, an odd beast. Rolf also raised eyebrows with his uncomplicated patriotism. He professed a hatred for the French and spoke often of a desire to join his human comrades on the battlefield. Denied his dreams of heroism, he became broody and uncooperative.
Rolf, kannst du diese Quadratwurzeln berechnen?
Rolf, dieser Mann kommt den ganzen Weg aus Berlin.
Ach, Rolf.
Even Frau Maukel, Rolf's greatest supporter and the woman who had rescued him from certain death, grew weary of her dog's incessant demands. Although he maintained a prolific correspondence with curious professors and schoolmasters, wartime rationing reduced Rolf to penury. This fat little dachshund was called Kurwenal. He smelled terribly and had a loud, coughing voice, but from a young age exhibited an enormous faculty for mathematics and poetry. His withered gonads were said to be the result of his superior intellect. His intelligence was frequently rewarded by his eccentric owner, the Baroness Elsa von Freytag-Loringhoven, with whom he communicated in barks that only she could understand. He fantasized about eating large cheeses and big fat cats, but he projected an image of great integrity. Describing himself as intentionally witty, he charmed himself into the parlors of high society. He made no secret of his religious beliefs, communicating comfortably with the many clergymen who came to visit.
Und was ist Ihre Religion?
In 1937, as he neared death, Kurwenal poignantly summarized his theological views. The Nazis were firm believers in the intelligent dog and his potential as a key component of the German war machine. Hitler himself loved dogs and was said to be truly at ease only in their presence. He preferred that those close to him call him Wolf. At the urging of the new animal psychologist, he supported the establishment of the Azra School, where select Aryan specimens were taught to talk, count, and reason, and where Nazi scientists conducted strange experiments in dog-human communication. The results of these experiments remain a mystery.
Wer ist ein Führer?
By 1943, the school had fallen into disrepair, and the authorities, claiming that no scientifically notable research was being conducted, stopped sending food for the dogs. As the Russians circled Berlin, it was closed for good. The new animal psychologist fell silent. In 1945, with Dawn long forgotten, and Hitler's beloved Blondie dead by her master's hand, there was little room for talking dogs in the smoldering ruins of the Reich.